Let's do it. Sit your ass down. He's like, fool, I ain't listening to that nonsense. Okay. You know, I can only mess with you so much. Like, yeah, let me start. Come on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Can you put your motherfucking foot in it? I'm not putting it up there. Good trip, cuz. It's a trip, cuz. It's a trip, cuz. y'all want to walk with me. That's why I do that. I actually do it on purpose. Excuse the, yeah. I was actually going to play a symphony for the devil by Rolling Stones. I was like, no, I don't want to mess y'all's heads up so early in the AM. I was like, oh, no. So anyway. I was going to show y'all something. But I decided not to. Because then some of you might be like, whoa. Never put energy or give energy to things that don't really matter. I know it's hard to be complicit in that understanding, right? To be able to see it and recognize what it is. But let's say that you're walking down the street and you see this nice little saloon swinging door. So you say, hey, look, I'm going to stop in this afternoon. I'm going to stop in and get a cold, brisk beer. One of those little pewter, mugs. Nice and chill off the rocks. And so you go in there and you notice that everybody's staring at you. First thing you do is your hair stand up on your neck. You gaze at everybody, but cautiously and carefully. Now, as a person, let's say a man. Let's just point out a man. But you're going to go and get your cold beer. It's a nice neighborhood. What is this? Are they staring at you because you knew or they never saw you? Are they there to protect you? Or are they to scope you out, size you up, and do you harm? First of all, you knew where you walked at. You know you walked up in this saloon. You know that the neighborhood was really nice and friendly. Maybe they're sitting there waiting to give the first offer or tradition. And so how's it go? Who's going to be the first one? Hey, mate, enjoying yourself? When you walk into a place, long before you walk in there, you have the opportunity to scope the whole horizon, the whole scene. You know exactly what's going on. And you know that is not an alley, or that is not a path or street that I want to walk down. We're living in a time where we're complicit with our decisions. So I shared a video. I actually saw it. Somebody else shared it to me. But I saw it on, I think it was Reddit. Reddit's got some good arts and stuff like that on there. People said there's some weird stuff on there. I don't care about all that. I like a lot of the animal videos and stuff like that on Reddit. And it just has some marvelous dogs, service dogs. Oh, man. Just the pugs, little French pug. Oh, man. Oh, anyway, right? So I saw it and I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. They got this stuff on here. So this woman's face is out here. And because she didn't reject. And that's the term that's being loosely thrown around in the so-called black or melanated community, which is stupid. It shows their youth are pretty damn gone. She rejected his come on. And so he picks up a brick and hits her upside the head. First thing is to get emotional. And you want to lash out. But that shows that a lot of people aren't doing work, because that's what I'm seeing on the post that I posted on Instagram. I want a piece of them, but they're driving through the brick. But first I would like to talk to him, because he's unaware that phthalates have lowered his testosterone and raised his estrogen. I don't care. Why do you think a lot of these boys are so damn skinny? No, we was built a little different. When I was growing up, we was built different. Much different. And see, and within the testosterone levels being low, the factors of the brain aren't working right. And then what else did they grow up with? It ain't like these kids growing up today are the first ones to be destroyed who were the 80s and 90s babies, the crack epidemic. These are coming from those children. And they're the grandparents of some of these children now. Yes, the children born in the 80s, y'all. They're the grandparents now. Mind you, I was born in the 60s. Oh, I came into this existence. Okay? So nobody's actually, and I'm not surprised that the people my age who cannot correlate and speak on these affairs. And some people would say, this is what the dummies would say. Oh, so what, we're just Captain Save a Nigga now? No, you just be Captain Destroy a Nigga and shut the fuck up and stay over there. But sometimes you need to know how to approach things, and most people don't know how to approach things. How would you approach it? First of all, I would have to address the fact that, so what do you eat? What's your diet consist of? And he might have a little nonsense, say, oh, my testosterone levels are fine. Your youth is fine. Your testosterone levels are far off the chart. And I mean in a negative way. A negated negative way. Testosterone is important to the man as estrogen is to the woman. Trust me. And when the testosterone levels are very low, depression, suicidal tendencies, mollification, wanting to sleep with other men, all kind of weird crap comes out. Now they know this. Why do you think they got phthalates in everything, even the water? It's called the Forever. You know what I mean? Even though they always had a way to clean the water and a number of other things. Me and a lady was talking when I was over at Safeway picking up kittens, you know, a couple things I had to grab. And I says, isn't it funny how we were all, and we're talking about Navajos, it's funny how we used to walk around and grab an apple off a tree, pick an orange, a lemon, raspberries, blueberries, strawberry, growing all around the fences. Everywhere I grew, well, it was fruits and pecans and nigger toes, you know, walnuts growing everywhere. I says, look, walk around now and tell me if you find all that growing naturally. And she said, so hopefully the same, she might be a little older than me. She says she remembers it. So she said even in Phoenix. She says we used to walk around, get a little burlap bag and pick up all the different nuts. Can you see that now? And nobody wants to believe it. Estrogen is important to women because it gives estrogen, actually, good estrogen, when their body is alkaline, because their PSH is higher than ours. Women are magnificent in thought, in compression and expansion. What you see now is based off of those stupid, and that's why they created those damn stupid ass soap operas back in the 60s. Days of Our Lives, As the World Turned, Guiding Light. Nobody paid attention, not even to the messages coming over. I sit up and watch it with my grandma. And they would be talking and talking. I saw how they were giving more into them and removing it from themselves. And I remember my grandma said, I gotta stop watching these shits. I said, why? It's like it's detracting from me. She knew it. My great grandmother stopped watching it, and other women stopped watching that crap. And they had a whole bunch of them. Had me stuck looking, watching the shit. What happened to Bill? I'm a youngin', you know, until they started the hocus pocus stuff, and I was like, here we go, Fantasy Island. But the reality is, estrogen is important to facilitate thought process. Testosterone, y'all both play an important role. And if that wasn't the case, they wouldn't be messing with it. So we know that there's a big thing going around. This is another one. And I was expressing it yesterday because I want y'all to really pay attention to this information. So there is certain individuals within government agencies saying that the cabal is dead. Hillary Clinton has been put to death, and Clinton, so all this nonsense. I'm here to tell you, man. If that was the case, why is there still fluoride and chlorine and all those other, and bleach and all that shit in your tap water? Why is Signature, a brand that you really shouldn't be utilizing, is all over and it's slowly been incorporated and taking over all the food, and nobody's paying attention to it? Signature, you know, the little pill with the little Signature writ in it? Signature? You ever noticed that a lot of your food now says Signature only? You don't have Tyson. They went up to start shooting the chickens up and shit, which they always been doing with the hormones and all that other stuff. Y'all are the ones letting it. So if the cabal is dead, then why is it still going? Why is San Francisco expanding its human meat in California from the fake ass Jews who got their little synthetic chicken and beef. Listen, y'all. I'm only asking you. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking you, huh? Now, something I have to broach on again. Beloved, one of our beloved brothers addressed me about this knucklehead in New York, married to a Native American, became an attorney, an esquire. Y'all know I went to law school, but I started practicing because you don't have to go to no law school, no law. I just know what books to look for. It's not complicated. If I'm in front of the law book, I know where to go to get the information to say, wait a minute. But the thing is, when you took the bar and you passed it, now you have bought into the corporation ideology because now you're making the, well, you got to really know, you go to law school, you're not practicing law. It's a big difference. That's why in law school, I was told by strong people that go in, sit in the meetings and go into court and pay attention and take notes. So a lot of people there, y'all don't know, are people going to be up and who are going to be good in practicing so-called law. But this law is based on a fake-ass government, a fake-ass system. It is a wandering mix. So this individual, native NAFA, whatever the fuck, he's got a little egotistical, and that's that liberal up New York type shit, okay? And I'm not speaking bad, I'm speaking truth. He's saying, oh, change your status and all that other bullshit. Why would you recognize, our ancestors didn't recognize this fake ass government? And then, some people would say, well, that's why you black. No, I'm not black, Negro. That's the dumb motherfuckers educated by the same system of lies who don't know no better. You think I'm going to hold hands and parlay with them? I don't give a fuck about them either. Well, isn't that dangerous when your head's got to be on a 360? Your head's supposed to be on a 360 rotation because it ain't a normal fucking world, you monkeys. So anyway, this nigga has rode off on the wagon. And that's sad. It's when you buy into the limelight, you're supposed to make the fiat you're supposed to make you, and you see what's going on in the world with these fake ass Jews and these half-breed so-called Sephardic Hindus and Arabs and all the motherfuckers playing in with this Brit shit and all the other dumb things, and these fake fraudulent politicians in this government, the algorithms and the stupid little monkeys they have control, and they painted a pretty little face on them who think that everything's going to work out in their favor. I just want y'all to see things like that and pay attention. To reiterate on the brother that hit him with a brick, I beat his ass. And I don't give a damn who he is. I just had to prove to a friend of mine at Safeway out in the front that this foreigner, he's big and all swollen. I says, another soldier. Mind you, I'm 210, 215. I can get down to 184 like that, but I enjoy it because I'm big boned. So y'all know my knees and back's a little jacked. So he said, we was having this conversation. So where the fuck is he from? From France. So anyway, how many times we pulled him out of fucking hot? We should have left him in hot. Anyway, he says he was talking about, for the guy that wrestles, because a lot of people know him, saying this is Russell, freestyle Roman Greco. But I'm not going to play with you. I'm using some bone breaking. I'm using some ground. I'm using some street. I'm locking shit on the inside. I'm popping shit as quick as possible. If you were thinking the same way, well whoever beats whoever to the draw. And so I said, okay. So the guy's look like he's about 260. He's about 6 foot. I said, so what's the first thing you're going to do? Because most people shoot now for the legs. Some people aren't aware of, some of us are good with our knees. Shoot fighting, kung fu, whatever you want to call it, taekwondo. So he broke down. I was like, yo, we're in front of this. I said, fuck it, man. The moment he came in, I hit him with a 2-piece. I'm dead ass serious, y'all. I hit him with a 2-piece. Knocked his ass out right there in front of the logs. Police guy was riding by. He saw it. He just kept going. I said, I got him. I ran inside, grabbed a jug of water. I'll pay for it, Stu. And she was like, no, I saw it. We was looking out the window. Threw water on his face. I says, man, that size don't mean a goddamn thing. Now, I'm a big guy anyway. I'm not little. Let's put it like that. I'm not as big as I used to be, 275, just lifting everything in the damn gym, which is stupid. But, right, yeah. Yeah, I was going to talk about it. I says, no, I'm going to address it because we have this new generation that thinks that age and size and all that kind of shit plays factors. Want me to upload a video of a 90-year-old and 85-year-old boxer whooping a young guy's ass like it ain't nothing? Power don't go nowhere. Muhammad Ali told you that. George Foreman let you know that. Everybody's letting people know the boxers who have power. Not every boxer has power. Some boxers are just talent, skill, and speed. Can frustrate an individual and win based on points, contact, with that white pad touch, and all that kind of shit. Some of us just want to just annihilate you. That's why I walk around with a decent look on my face. But I don't have that fuck with me attitude. I have that one that can intimidate people and they feel like, okay, well, I'm going to try him. Don't do that because I'm a fucking, like, I two-pieced him. He did all that, like, bah! Just, that's just he wanted to learn. Everybody's like, you can see all these look like soldiers getting in their cars, leaving and shit. You know they there to shop. I was just talking with him. I just, you know. Fucking red and shit like that. You know, I mean, I caught him good. Guy's every bit about 28 years old. Don't mean a goddamn thing. You know, people they want to believe in this world still on the WWE and WWF and Hollywood and stunt man. Hey, look, you're not stunt people, man. You know, you're supposed to live your life according to what? To the lies? So yeah, if I met the young brother that hit her or any of these brothers, these punks in Louisiana, wherever the fuck, I whoop their ass. They showing Blueface boxing with Mayweather. So what? Street fight's a whole different game, people. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a badass till it's time to be a badass, and I keep telling people, stop. Y'all need to first have love of yourself. I know it's, I mean, if a bomb drops and you ain't got to worry about it, learn to love yourself. Then it will emanate outside, and then you realize that your brothers and sisters, you always loved them. There would be no confusion. There's confusion and confliction because nobody wants to change how they move, how they eat, how they perceive, what they smell. I'm telling y'all right now, stop using all those goddamn lotions. Stop using those deodorants. Let yourself get funky. Let yourself smell yourself for who you are. They have made you complicit in the world that they come from, and you no longer exist in the world that you're supposed to be in. You have to change up. And if you have people around you not with it, you have to separate. See, this is where the real segregation comes. Segregating from the niggas around you who mean you no good or who are no good for themselves. When you become good for yourself, you become like a blossoming flower, a rose, or, you know, like what's the name? What's that song? A Kiss from a Rose, you know, by Seal. Kissed by a rose on a, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's for that Batman shit. Anyway, you must blossom, people. I use the cocoon, you know, analogy because I figured that would be simple. But how many of y'all really sat around and watched, you know, a centipede spin its cocoon? I used to watch it all the time growing up. It was part of who I was. I got a badge and you know, in Boy Scouts for that. And then take the stick and bring it home and let it blossom and watch it exercise its wings by giving it sugar water and all that kind of stuff and then letting it fly. Had the ant farm. I had one of the biggest ant farms, one of them $150 ones in the 80s. You know, the big, thick ones. You can't shake it. Oh my goodness, don't do that. And we learn about the drops of water and everything to help with so they can pack it because they make a glue. Got to see the queen. They tried their best to hide the queen. Big motherfucking queen. Excuse me. And I watched how they grew and how they managed their places in soil and how they dug. And one day I went outside and opened the top. I didn't pour it out. That's how you destroy a lot. And 6 months later, they had a little mountain growing. They were that kind of ants. So I always had this appreciation of life because mine was supposed to have been taken when I came into this world. Like I said, you have protectors all around. It was a fear, but it was right. But anyway, I didn't accept who I was until I was in my 50s. And
Things are beautiful. Even in the midst of all the ugly, you must learn how to love yourselves. Trust me. And then when you do that, it'll emanate outside, but you cannot be in circles where they hate for self. The disenfranchisement of self, the de-appreciation of self is lucid. And that's in a lot of places. And you must walk on that song, like that song, that lonely road, that lonely path. You have to. You don't have that much time at all. Stop listening to all these people. If it's meant to be, so what? Then it's so be it. If they're dead, so what? Don't even communicate about it. Don't give a fuck. You know where your energy is good? In speaking. You could, whatever you say, and you mean it. And I mean, you're complicit with what you mean. It's gonna happen. So do not talk bad about yourself, negate negativity on yourself or your brothers and sisters around you if they're going through bad things. No hate, no harm, because it happens. And it might miss and hit somebody else. You're that powerful and you don't have a way to control it. That's why I'm here, to help you control certain things. I still have people coming to me now. How you got all these motherfuckers committing suicide? I said, leave it alone. I said, and when they straighten up, then they'll stop. But they're not going to. So I say today, may it touch them threefold. Just like that. When I say you're powerful, y'all are very, very powerful. I'm not playing. And I mean beyond the scope of what you can even imagine. So don't start looking at this, that, without no understanding of all those different things. I've given you analogies based on Star Wars, the Anakin, midichlorians, the Sith, Yoda, Are you aware that Yoda in our ancient ways was based on a principle of demonic something, but not demon like what people perceive today? That's a misnomer as well. Like an oracle, a wise trickster, or anyway, whatever you might look up and find, it's going to be something that's disinformation as well as good information. You are the Jedi. Go guns. They send me another one. Anyway, you are the Jedi. You've had mind tricks played on you, and it's been physical too. I am so wonderfully appreciative and happy about the women who says they won't be jabbing my babies up, who are sitting at home and birthing their babies in, and then I getting them all that poisons. They're growing stuff. I mean, this one woman's living room and her third bedroom is nothing but an atrium of growing all kind of vegetables and fruits. And I'm serious, like a mini crab apple tree growing in the house, 13-foot ceiling in Georgia. And all the herbs you can think of, she's been doing it. Her and her husband and all the family, they live in a big house, been doing this for like 15, 20 years. They don't go nowhere to buy nothing. I was the biggest fool. I should have went to one of the communities and talked to them and joined with them. I was attempting to get y'all to come out and get some land and build up something. Then we got people who got land who don't even know what the fuck to do with it. It's like, selfishness and oligarch mentality and greed and everything else. I can't make people free themselves from that mental apathy. Atrophy, like muscles atrophying, wasting away. For those who might wonder, oh, what kind of words? This is who I am, per se. I just want to come on and share that. Yeah, I had a two-piece meal, a motherfucker, a foreigner. I hate calling people foreign. He asked for it, he got it. It was off to the side, don't worry. There's no cameras there. A couple people saw it. Because I wasn't going to put a show in front of everybody. But the people who realized when I knocked this big ass out, did get wind of it, they was getting the fuck up out of there. The big guy was like, he was playing clothes, so. Somebody I know. So. He was in his own vehicle, all right? He wasn't in a company vehicle. Somebody, every once in a while, I'll have a Miller Lite with. You gotta get it together, people. All right. So I just wanted to come on and share that, man. And don't go out there fighting people. No. Oh, and y'all are aware. I shared it, so some other people saw it. Now you know the apples and the vegetables and fruits, or certain vegetables, and a lot of fruits. They come with this stuff called shellac, right? It's made from like cockroaches, poop, and all that in India and Hindustan. And they take that stuff and they make shellac, like you use on staining stuff. You know, shellac. You know the shellac. We're gonna put some shellac on that wooden floor. You know, and it goes in. It's a byproduct that's utilized in a lot of floor finishes and stuff. It's also in the beeswax. What they put on, they spray on all the fruit and vegetables. It's unnecessary. It doesn't protect it from nothing, and it gets into the pores. So what you want to do is you want to boil in the microwave, electric, or on the stove in a fire. Boil some water, and you want to go ahead and run that boiling water. It's not going to warp your banana. It's not going to warp your fruits. All right. Now, as far as your strawberries and all that stuff, and your blueberries, they get the chemical spray on it, the powder that's very dilapidating. That's got a lot of phosphates. Baking soda, apple cider vinegar, okay? Or you can use the arduous, strenuous white vinegar. But get as best distilled, but get as natural as you can, all right? And you're gonna soak it in there. And then if you got a UV machine that you can actually put in the water and it will shake and cause the UV light, it will kill a lot of the crap that's being spread on there. And dispenser, you'll see it in the bottom of the dish or bowl, whatever you're utilizing. And get them fruit up out of there and rinse them in a cold water rinse. And we know it's got fluoride in water and phosphorus in the water. You can't worry about that. You want to get all that which you just utilized off of there, even though it's not really that harmful. It's because of the stuff that you're attempting to get off the fruit and vegetables. If you get veggie wash, leave that shit alone. You might as well just go ahead for your blueberries and your strawberries, pour you out some Coca-Cola and some Mountain Dew, run your shit through that. You might see worms and shit jump out of it, okay? I'm just saying, I'm just making that up. So don't go, if you test it and it worked, then hit me up and say, right, that was crazy. But you know what? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, because Mountain Dew is like, that is the most toxic shit you can find anywhere. And Coca-Cola is literally really used to keep ants and bugs and shit in people's properties. And I'm serious, y'all. So pest control. So do that, okay? And if you got seeds, dry them out. I just like to use cotton, so I just keep my seeds in cotton, because you can even take that to germinate in water where you get the little sprout, and then that way you bring it to a little. You get a flower, then you transfer that to another, and it gets a little bigger. Then you realize what size you want. You know what I mean? As far as if you're going to do it indoor or whatever, if you're going to build up a PVC atrium where you know all the roots have somewhere to go, even hang out from the bottom, you got to know what you're doing. It's not complicated, people. It's stuff that needs to be done. It should have been done like last year, okay? So I just wanted to share all that. We're here almost 40 minutes. Let me get off. We're going to come back. I was going to read a little bit, but I've talked more than enough. And I'm going to say hi to everybody, and we can take it on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? When I come back for the read, we're going to read Jews and Muslims in British Columbia first. We're going to go to Behold the Pale Horse, because I didn't read everything I wanted to. And then we're going to get back into our regular reading, okay? But Behold the Pale Horse, you can see, for those who've been listening, it's paradigm to everything you see going on with the little tidbits he gives here and there. Right, and I got 2 sweet potatoes in the oven. I need to go ahead and pull out and make sure they're right with the cinnamon. Okay, so this is the book Kira Meal sent me. So it's excellent, very informative. Surnames in there of all different, like Cuba, blah, blah. We'll get through it as we go through it tediously, but we still have George Jones and Must Confound Them and art. Woman born on the other side of the wall, and Gods of Eden and the Anunnaki. We have plenty to hold us content. All right, I might even pour a glass of wine today. I got me some Brazil nuts and some raw pumpkin seeds. So, and I bought me because I eat a lot of these black plums, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all. I just have to. Oh. This right here make you bite your lip. And bite your cheek. It's so damn good. And it's bleeding on me. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Let me give y'all a shout out. Hey, Snoo, what's up, baby? Rhonda, what's up, beloved? Mikey Hill, what's up, beloved? Soulfully sowing seeds. What's going on? Blissings. How you doing, beloved? No, anytime. Best I can. Well, Indian, what's up, beloved? What's happening? Exactly. Oh, what's going on, beloved? Tribe up, baby, already. Lord, what is here? What's going on? What's going on? Agadoi. If y'all unaware, that's kind of what you would say a Muskogee art for the Cherokee language. Ojibwas. It's fake one up Canada, but you know. Herbo, salute. What's going on, beloved? What's happening? Anyway, so let me get off of here. And this is for those who don't. This is a Fuji apple. See how it's not all commercial looking? You know how they be looking all yellow greenish, dark. This is real one. I remember when I was in Japan eating them Fuji apples as big as a mountain. I was like, this has got to be GMO. But anyway, let me get off of here. I'm gonna snack up a few things, check out my sweet taters, well, the yams. All right, and get everything situated. Pretty early I went on, so I'll see y'all here shortly, okay? Below. Respect. And Snoo, I know you're working, baby. I don't even know if you're still in here. You ain't tapping nothing. She's at work, y'all. So anyway, I love you guys.